Hello everyone, my name's Sugiyamaga, and today on VTubing My Slow Life Hobbies in My 30s, we have gathered around the campfire, and as you can see, very snowy weather, and we're going to be doing some campfire cooking today. And hopefully I don't ruin the taste of my food today. Also just be aware that my fire pit hasn't been burning super great so far. I've had a lot of issues out of it, and I think it's because I have a big, healthy amount of snow on the bottom of it, and I think it's impacting my abilities tonight. So I'm gonna still do my best. So I'm gonna be making soup, lentil soup, something very simple, straightforward, because it's cold. Originally, I was wanting to do like more of a... I was originally envisioning this being more of a stress test for my streaming setup and for myself. However, though, despite my hopes, we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. It's basically right at around freezing right now. So, as always, we're gonna work on prepping some veg. And my fire has consistently been burning down for reasons I can't quite figure out. I don't know if it's cold or the fact I got snow in that fire pit, which I was kind of hoping if I got it going a good bit, it wouldn't be a big deal. Which is why I also have my handy dandy cardboard flap. That allows me to just chuck oxygen at it. And I'm hoping with enough heat eventually it will really get going. Because this wood's been staying dry for quite a while. Let's see. Ooh, wait. Oh yeah! Oh man, this is actually good stuff. Oh, what the hell have I been doing to myself? I forgot I had some small, more kindly pieces at the bottom. So these are going to actually help out a whole lot, because the nice thing with smaller pieces of wood, they have less surface area. They tend to light and stay lit, so they take a little bit less heat to keep going. So I need to review this recipe because I was a little tight on time getting ready for stream because I had a couple things going on. Mostly just, I was a little bit behind on my preparations for today, but I was also just like, I don't know, I don't have good excuses. I really don't. And it just comes down to, I should have been a bit better prepared for today. But hopefully if those pieces catch light really well, we should be good. So I need myself 4 medium carrots to chop. Now, I will say this, like one of the nicer aspects of doing what I'm doing today in the cold is I don't have to actually worry about my cooler, you know? I don't have to worry about keeping stuff cold, because I mean it's basically freezing out here, so that goes a really long way towards keeping everything somewhat reasonable in terms of temperature. Well, just one less thing I have to worry about managing. Otherwise, that's kind of one of the downsides of doing stuff like this, is it can be a lot to manage at times simply because of the legwork involved can be a bit. It can be a bit of work. But I enjoy doing it, so that's why I do it. Wait a second, we'll turn you off. My pre-stream BGM music while I was hurriedly trying to prepare. Now I try to always cut my carrots into like irregular sizes, just because that's what I like to do. And then for the ends, well, chuck them into the yard and we'll let the wildlife have fun with them. Because I'm pretty sure the wildlife can probably use a little bit extra help right now. Woo! Okay, cool, sweet. Those small pieces are actually really doing me a hell of a favor. I wish I paid a bit more attention. It didn't look too good. We yeet you to the yard. But yeah. The number one rule in fire making is always start small and then go big. And I had a whole bunch of planer shavings from last Sunday's stream. And I was like, man, I got like a whole 5-gallon bucket of these guys. Like, there should be like plenty to get the fire going in. It was not. It was insufficient. Oy. Man, I sound real echoey. I wonder if that's the effect of the snow. Snow. But hopefully, this fire starts looking a little bit better and better. I'm hoping. Hopefully, it'll make some more solid coals at some point, and then I can really cook. If I get some good coals going. Granted, this is lentil soup, so I really don't need like a whole lot of heat for this. And hopefully that tea kettle will warm up, because I'm starting to get overdue for my first pack of tea, man. I was originally anticipating using a lot of hot water as one of my cold management strategies, but who knows? I don't think that particularly worked out. Just because it's not actually all that cold. It's because, I mean, really 32 freezing is like, it's not much of anything in terms of like air temperatures. Like, it's not too bad. So I'm gonna be slowly filling up my handy dandy bucket here of my various vegetables. But that concludes the carrots. I want a snack. A little bit of a carrot snack. Alright. So I just like to take those dry peels, throw them into the fire. They're dry, they burn. Also, I just like one of the fun things with like onion stuff burning is it releases the smell of onion into the air, and I adore the smell of onion. I adore the smell of onion, something quite dearly. Woo! But man, those pieces of kindling in the fire pit warming up has just made an absolute difference for me. Because this fire was really throwing some smoke before stream. It was terrible. It was truly terrible. Okay, put you guys in there. Woo! That was a nice crackle and pop there. So let's just go ahead and get our onions into some nice green. Oh, like some arches. I think arches are good for soup. Or who knows, maybe I'll do one of my onion halves in arches. And then the other one I'll do like in quarters. So that way I'll have some like chunky onion, which I think would be nice, but I'll also have some like more fine onion. I think having a little bit of variety there might be good. That might indeed be good. And ooh, you're snap, crackling, and popping right now. Shuck. Shucking onions in the middle of winter. Just like great grandpa used to do. Okay. So I think for this bad boy we will do we'll do like that. That'll get us some nice good sized bits. good sized bits, but not large pieces, you know? There we go, and flop that down. It's getting a little bit difficult to cut, so we'll cut it a few chops like that. Chop, chop, and chop. Bloop. Man, I wish it was colder. I really wish it was colder, because I don't even think this will turn into like a new record. Although my thermometer's climbing up. I think it's too close to the fire. Okay, so let's go back over this recipe, because I just want to those ingredients. Saute the aromatics. Man, I love it when they don't like tell you how they actually want to prepare the ingredients, because it's just like, oh, you just want to. Granted, I guess they always have. So they actually did their onions a lot finer than what I did, but honestly, I'm okay with nice chunky bits of onion. Man, this is not. You guys are not user friendly. You're not particularly user friendly. Fresh parsley grated. And add the greens cooked to the wilt. Okay. So I think these are our main root vegetables we need to play with. But I do have celery stalks that are free. You could speak up, sonny boy. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I do actually have the mic a little bit further. I've been very finicky with the using dual mics. For these streams, and it's a pain in the butt. And I think some of it is also when I'm not facing the microphone. Well, I guess I could turn the volume up. Well, I also, like, in watching some of my past VODs, I've noticed my volume has sometimes been a little bit on the high side. But I can also just, actually, wait a second. Let's see, I can do filters, and, yeah, close. Okay. I also turned up the gang filter on my filter for OBS. But hey, Haggle, how are you doing? You doing good? Surviving in these maybe somewhat trying times? I'm sure they're trying for some people. Not for me. Just usual. That's going pretty alright on my end of the world. Let's see. Yeah, surviving. Now, I've already got... It's real surprising how much these greens wilt, but I also didn't throw them into my crisper drawers, because I removed my crisper drawers when I made the alcohol coffin. Ooh, wait, that's an idea. Oh man, that's an idea. I like that idea. It might be a little too Midwest, though. I might try making rice pudding with amylase instead of sugar. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds good. Let's see. For this lentil soup, let's do 3 leaves. 3 leaves seems fairly abundant. Seems about as much as my bowl can take. Alcohol coffin? So, I made a coffin. You drinking anything tonight? Eat. I've got one thing prepared. I've got one bottle. I'm dropping leaves. Not the food. Food's important. Let's get you in your plastic bag. Back to there. But I've got 1 bottle of homebrew. And I have, oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, I'm good. So, I've got 1 bottle of homebrew. And I'm very much noticing I have an overflowing abundance of natural resources. And I should utilize my natural resources. So I'm going to utilize my natural resources. And have some snow-chilled beer. Since I'm not freezing my butt off. Because it is a mere 30 degrees 0.5, and that's going to go up rapidly. Is that kale? Yes, it is kale. But oh yeah! It's getting dark now. First is too bright. Third? Nah, we'll do second. Second. There we go. Get a little bit higher viz. So we'll just get our kale. Ooh, wait. My kettle is boiling tea. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Actually, let's turn that down just a hair. You should try kale, bacon, onion, and scrambled eggs. Oh, man. So that actually sounds really good, except for the part I don't like eggs. I'm not an egg guy. But I do like the idea of kale, bacon, onions. That sounds like a winning combination. And since all this is going... I don't mind if I get some chunky bits. Granted, it's funny, it seems using the cutting board is causing the mic to peak. Okay. Do that. Not a whole lot left. Just keep on trucking. Game really turns this into an ASMR stream. I mean, that's one of the things I've really wanted to do with like these stuff. I really need to do a day where I actually don't stream, but do some cooking. Do some cooking around the fire pit, and then just play with audio until I get it right, because right now my current strategy to audio management is try something, stream, watch the VOD, do I like it? And I feel like I have a terrible strategy. I am a terrible VTuber. But you know what? It's kind of alright, because, I mean, this is just... I'm just doing this for a hobby. It's not like it's not like I'm relying on this for income. I have income. I have other means of supporting myself as an individual. Okay. I think we're actually pretty done with a lot of the prepping stuff. Did I? Of course I didn't. But I want to get some tea going, man. Now this will be challenging because in my over-eagerness to get ready for today, I forgot to grab my my good gloves. My gloves I can actually have on the cast iron and not burn myself to death. But let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, that's hot water. more. Oh, dearie. And all I need for you is to stay warm and put. And I did not burn myself. That is a success. That is a success. Okay, so my free water has not started freezing, which is good. Hello, Mr. Spock. How are you? Oh, dearie. I burned my hand the other day doing inverse AeroPress method. Fango. Ooh. Oh man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's actually an orange spice black tea. Really tasty stuff. But we've got our vegetables prepared for the most part. So I'm gonna grab the pot. Stay. And now we can actually start thinking about actually doing some. This was more bummed out. I wasted most of my coffee. Oh no! Not the coffee. Can't be wasting that coffee. Whew. Okay. Now I need to reference my recipe aggressively because I did not do enough preparation. But you know, that's just what happens when you're having fun. Okay. Oh, that was exciting. Okay. So we're stepping up with some good old regular Kirkland brand olive oil. Now it calls for medium heat, and I might have to move some of my and angle some of my stuff around. So we want to do onions and carrots. Hello, onions and carrots. Celery. Where did you? You're under the kale. Celery. Kale stems. Oh man, I should have separated those out. See, and this is, and then cumin, salt, pepper. Okay. Ooh, I fermented some carrots. Nice. Oh man, I've heard really good things about fermented carrots. I've heard really good things about fermented carrots. Oh, there's cumin. There's my pepper. Oh no. T, you're in the way. I like you. I like you a lot. Oh man. How would you ferment them? Did you do like a pickle thing? I know there's like a Japanese method of fermenting carrots where you like actually bury them in yeast. Or I think they bury them in yeast. Just made tests for making hash on the cheap. It took 20 minutes to make 1.2 gram of hash. Now the best part's smoking it. Nice, nice. Let's see. Might be a little bit high on that heat. Great, I'm starting to smell. Salt, filtered water, submerged with peppercorn, pepper flakes, garlic, red. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so 5% salt by mass, which that would also be 5%. 2.5% salt by weight. Man, that sounds good. That sounds. Oh man, I might have to try that. Hopefully Fingers crossed. I do well with carrots. I really want to be good with carrots this year. Okay, I'm tired of looking at all these carrots and these onions and carrots. Ooh, sizzle sounds. Room! Precious room! And celery! Yeah, that looks good. Now salt. Now I was watching another VTuber who was also doing some cooking, and he had a saying with salt when adding it into a recipe, and that is, we add salt with our heart. So we're gonna add salt with our heart. And next, pepper. Pepper! And finally, real good stuff. Actually, I could probably, speaking of my audio stuff, I could just have gain raised, but also a nice noise gate. Doctors say add salt in a 0.9% solution. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna let those vegetables simmer. Recipe says about 8 minutes. We're a half hour in to stream. For now, I'm gonna take a little. Sounds a little bit too sizzly. So we're gonna just take some of that heat off. Because that's like the good thing with like soup is like we don't need a lot of heat for soup. You don't need heat for soup. And time for a good old-fashioned tea break. Man, orange spice chai this is good. This is really good. I like it. It's always nice to have a really good tea to enjoy. Also, when you're surrounded by snow, it also just... it takes your mind off the cold. Shucks, I wish I had a little bit more time before stream where I could have actually... oh, man. My nose is being assaulted by cumin right now. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. But yeah, it really takes like the edge off the fact you're streaming in the frozen hellscape. Granted, it's not that much of a frozen hellscape. Yeah, we're still hanging out around 30-31. Because if I take my hand off, the radiant heat from the fire really starts driving up the temperature. Okay, so let's just double check. Onions, carrots. Yep. Great. Next up is going to be garlic. Garlic. Oh wow, I think I'm killing that. A little slosh will also do the trick. Actually, can go away. Free up room. So, get our broth. Yes. Yes. And then white vinegar, which I'm actually not hurting for vinegar. Granted, it sucks because I'm not really much of a pickles guy. But the idea of fermenting some carrots in a salt solution sounds really good, though. Wait, I'm supposed to add red pepper flakes at some point. What point is that? Okay. Red pepper flakes is going to be towards the end. Oh, Zerzon! Hello, hello. It's tangy for sure. Ooh, tangy. And yes, we have fire. Good old fire. Unfortunately, today is not super frozen hellscape. One time I fermented some peppers and it tasted like Doritos. This is a new field of research. Taking vegetables and turning them into Doritos. Oh man, we need to explore this technology. This is very valuable technology to have. And also, good evening, Dad's Old Shop. I hope you're staying warm out there. Okay, so it sounds like my sizzling is starting to come down. My coals are really simmering down. So we're gonna grab this bad boy. Ooh, wait. Can I pull you in? No, you're already really close. Yeah. Let's see, hook. Yeah, there we go. Sounds like world-changing. Just yes. We can take vegetables and elevate them to a new plane of existence. Oh man, that sounds good. That sounds good. Okay, so I've still got 5-ish minutes on the vegetable. Fermented garlic paste tastes like garlic butter. Oh man, you're giving me ideas, man. I mean, they're good ideas. I like these ideas. Oh yeah, those onions are definitely starting to soften up, so. Yeah, doing warm, gotta brave the cold to do some volleyball practice at the gym after last night's disappointing performance. Oh man. You, sir, are dedicated, and you know what? I applaud your dedication. Because if, like, the roads were, like, too terrible or something for something like that, I would just straight skip. I'd be like, nah. I like you, I like the environment, I like doing the thing, but I don't like being on icy roads. Which, unfortunately, my job involves going on icy roads. Because I gotta go fix people's heating equipment. Granted, the theme for today was humidifiers. Today's theme was fixing humidifiers. Oh, I drove in a blizzard to play a few weeks again. I'm dumb. Wonder what fermented weed would taste like. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Mr. Spock. My man's dedicated to the game. He certainly is dedicated to what he's doing, and I applaud that. Okay, I'm gonna have to get the rest of that garlic, because I'm throwing the rest of my garlic at this, so we'll get that set up, and also just make sure I'm not missing anything, because that tends to be a thing I do. So, actually, wait a second, am I using my whole... I did a sugar wash with weed, and its flavor was crazy, but it gives you... yes, this is all good research. How much broth? 6 cups. I don't think I have 6 cups. I have 4. I'm going with 4. Because I also need my whole dish to fit in there. And then... lentils, 3/4 cup dry. So 13 servings, so I'm going to have to measure those out. But wheat and hops are in the same family, so kind of like hop water if you've ever had it. Ah! I'm not sure if I've tried hop water, because I usually will just... when I'm at a brewery, I usually just get the beer. Granted, my friend is who's been like drinking less alcohol, he's been getting hot water, and he seems to enjoy it. So I'm sure I would stay. I don't want to clean up. Volleyball's super fun. Also, the rush from a service ace, diving save, or a great spike is second to none. True. This hash is really good smoking potency, but to consistently suck before I broke it up, so I only give it one spark up. Oh man, one spark up. Ooh. Snap, crackle, and poppy. Hot water is great for rehydration. Ooh. Good to know. Let's see. That's cooking down fairly well, and we're about done with that part, actually. So, since we're about done with that, let's go ahead. Let's have the start of the show. The lentils. I'm gonna make beer tomorrow, I think. Oh, good idea, Mr. Spock. Good idea. Beer's good stuff. Oh, snap. Just spilling lentils everywhere. So that's my first quarter. Have you ever made hard kombucha? Ooh. I haven't. See, I really need to explore my... I need to branch out in the world of fermentation. I'm a little too undereducated, underexposed to the greater world of fermentation. Okay. And since I need 6 and I only have 4, I'm just throwing the whole thing of vegetable broth at it. Granted, I just assume this will just give me a chunkier soup at the end of the day. They sell it on tap where I live. Hard kombucha? I haven't... I mean, I have plenty of places that have sold hop water, but I haven't seen hard kombucha. But kombucha is normally like a hangover cure, so you can imagine how easily you can overdo it. Oh, dearie. It seems like it'll be pretty fairly alright. Now, since we're taking all this and we're trying to get it up to a nice good simmer temperature. Don't do that. I'm going to kind of try and manipulate my heat a lot closer to my pot for the time being. If I can hook that far side. Man. Oh, there it is. There we go. Let's get that wood in there. Don't know about a sugar wash haggle fork. Never did that before. It's like the time I made 4 Loco from V8. Okay. Let's hit this with another piece of wood that does not go in the direction I don't want it to go in. I can accept that outcome. It's a perfectly acceptable outcome. There we go. Ooh. It looks close to a full moon. We're almost to a full moon. Okay. Let's actually get some dang garlic in this. And as much as we possibly can get out of here. Because oh shoot, garlic just fell into my tea. Are you outside, Sugi? Yeah! I'm actually chilling my, beer in snow and ice over there. So, I actually had some trouble with this fire because of how much snow I had in the fire pit and I didn't clean it out. I should have cleaned it out better before I started stream. But yeah. Also, I don't think I could play with this much fire in my basement. I'm willing to play with fire in my basement, but I also have a garage door I can open and just let all the, like, air out, you know? All the fumes. And you know what? We're gonna go for the... Damn retrim. But yeah, air temperature is still hanging. It's been still hanging around 30. Sugar wash doesn't really have the nutrient, so you gotta supplement. It's like vodka before it gets distilled. Ah. Only one beer? Something's wrong with this in here. The math don't math. Oh, come on. I still gotta go to work tomorrow, man. And also, I'm in my 30s. I can't be just chowing down on beer after beer. I mean, I like beer. Beer's good. I mean, beer's part of the stuff that's made of a... I mean, a man's happiness is made out of beer, but... I don't need beer to function. If you use molasses, though, you get rum. Yeah! And you can caramelize brown sugar, add a little lactic acid. Oh no. Jeepers creepers. I got garlic in my tea, and it's not good. It's not good, fam. Garlic and tea is not good. Just a heads up. Oh wait, I should probably go ahead and... Ooh. There we go. And I've got myself some fire roasted tomatoes. Get added into here. Let's go for the standard cleaning method of before, but I think I left my... Oh yeah, I gotta add vinegar. Ah. I gotta say, like, the biggest issue with doing this consistently has been the lack of counter space. Nah, you could still be useful. Oh, this thing. Yeah, because I'm going to stir this. Let me give this a good stirring. Oh, light mode's back. The light. It scares me. Maybe it's a really strong beer. No, it's not a real strong beer. This is my amber ale. That's actually the last beer I brewed on stream. A double IPA would be perfect for this weather. Double IPAs are all right, but they're definitely not a go-to for me. Okay, and how much vinegar? Vinegar. Damn. Damn thing being a web page. I have to scroll through it because the page had to reload. Oh yeah. Okay. And garnish. Dry lentils. Oh, 2 tablespoons. 2 tables. What about a spiced stout? Oh no. It's an amber ale. It's just a malty beer. So since it calls for 2 tablespoons, we're just gonna add the vinegar with our heart. And that seems like 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna fall in love with that phrase. And I do like the fact I only have like this much soup, because I was a little concerned about having too much soup. Well, too much stuff in my pot. Let's see. Let's kind of get that a little bit over. Can I push you just far enough back to drop below the rebar? Probably not. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but you can consider spiced stout. Oh, would I consider spiced stout? I've had some okay-ish spiced stouts. Sam Adams Limited Oktoberfest? I don't know if that's a spiced stout. Ooh, can I get you to hang out right around in there? Perfect. Perfect. And another. Ah, that's what I want. Nice, a nice good old fire to make warm soup. The soup's starting to get to a simmer, but I actually have to simmer that for a long while. Now I have to worry about this guy. I have to deeply worry about this guy. I can't be having. Okay, so that's the garlic out. Ooh! The reason I was experimenting with caramelizing brown sugar was to see if I can make it a ginger cookie wine. Oh! That... Man, you sir, are just like giving me like, ooh, I want that. And it's like an, ooh, I want to make that. Kind of make that. Okay. I drank Sam Adams beer when I visited Boston. Nice. I actually wasn't super into beer when I went to... I'm flattered. I mean, hey, that's one of the fun things about streaming. It's like the cool people you run into on the internet. Because, man, I miss forums. Isn't Sam Adams a dad beer? It's I feel like it's certainly a dad beer, but Sam Adams is still perfectly fine beer. Let's see. A little bit more. Sure. Yeah. There we go. So we're being really steamy here. Is it better than the Modelo's? Oh, I can't say. I need to try Modelo. Especially after the fact that Modelo has actually overthrown the Bud Light for being like America's #1 beer. Granted, I can't believe it took this long for Bud Light to get overthrown, but sounds like it would be evil good. It'd be gone with me around. Yeah, that's plenty warm, but not like super hot. Man, I'm supposed to get a slow simmer out of this, but I also feel like I'm throwing a fair amount of heat. I'd rather not get too crazy with the heat. Steaming though. Let's see. Okay. Actually never had Bud Light or Weiser. I drink Bud Light once a year. Because, so, Bud Light was my dad's beer. And he admittedly drank Bud Light to the point where he had serious problems. Like, he actually developed seizures at one point in time, and because of that, he got seizures because his sodium levels in his body went too far down because of how much beer he was drinking. He was just basically pissing all the electrolytes out of him. And rather than drink less Bud Light, he instead chose to start drinking V8s in the morning, so that way he can get more. He basically was like, I'm just going to eat like frozen meals and drink V8s to get the sodium I need, which is what he did. But after he passed away, once a year, I get 1 6-pack of Bud Light, and I drink it on the anniversary he died, and I'm just like, yeah, Dad, I still don't like your taste in beer. I don't know what you were thinking with this stuff. But it's also weird because it's just like you drink it and it's like, this does nothing for me. This doesn't, like I barely even taste the beer in the beer, man. Like, like it's like, man, what if we took mid and just made it more mid? Granted, I think full flavor Budweiser is okay. It's okay. It's not like Yinling. Yinling is just like, it's just not good. Okay. I'm gonna play around with getting this a little bit more on my fire pit. A little bit more under the fire. So. Now, with that, I have to hook my rebar. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit of a wobbles. I saw a vid where someone freeze distilled Bud Light. That's illegal in the US, but hey, who cares? 10 Penny Ale was old man beer. There was actually a CBC radio show where they had the last case of 10 Penny Ale and drank it. 10 Penny Ale tasted like crap. Why would people drink it? I mean, there's people who just drink alcohols just because it was something that had alcohol in it. Like, I am firmly in to get drunk, obviously. Yeah. Granted, how do you get drunk off Bud Light? Like, it's light. Granted, fun fact about Bud Light and some of the macro lagers is the reason why they taste like they're watered down is because Anheuser-Busch actually brews them at like 9% ABV. Like 9-10% ABV, because that's like the most efficient way to get all the like starches and sugars out of your malt, and then they actually dilute it down to like the 4 point something it is. It's actually brewed at a higher strength and then it's watered down. Which I really think it would be a fun marketing trick for them if they actually released the full undiluted, like Bud Light or any of their other macro lagers. Drink Bud Light real fast, at least one every 10 minutes or less. Yeah, that's way too much, man. Granted, in other news, I'm actually finally starting to feel a little bit cold outside. And we have hit just 30. They could call it Bud Light raised to the third power. Yeah. Oh man, that would actually be kind of cool. Bud Light squared. Granted, you were talking about Bud Light Cube, which that'd be interesting. It's almost like Sam Adams' like world's strongest beer, which gosh, I know this year's Sam Adams strongest world's strongest beer was like illegal in a couple of states. They made Monster Cubed. Oh god. That's terrifying. I need more fire. Ooh, that got spooky. That got real spooky. Monster cubed, man. I'm still glad I never had monster. I have stayed very far away from the world of the energy drinks. But man, warm tea. Warm tea. Great stuff. Oh, I just got a whiff of the soup. It smells amazing. Wait a second. How cold is it, Sugi? It's not too bad, actually. Is the mercury one as effective? So, on the left is Celsius. So we're hanging around 0. So it's actually not that bad. We've been hanging around like freezing and 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It's actually, because when I first scheduled this and made like the thumbnail and everything, I was expecting it to be firmly in the 20s. It's not that cold. Like, it's chilly. I mean, like, hey, I mean, I'm chilling beer in the natural environment. I'm using nature's gift of cold to chill my beer. And dehydrated Bud Light. Some of that stuff felt like it was stale. It might be a little toasty. So I'll give you a spin. And there you go. Blah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, nice part. But yeah. It's really, like, this is reasonably comfortable cold. Like, I got a good pair of socks on. I've got fire hose pants on that are fleece lined. These are basically like my go-to cold weather pants, and these handle the cold amazingly well. And I've got a jacket for my outermost layer that's actually unzipped. Then I've got a hoodie, and I have a cotton t-shirt, and then for my base layer I have a polyester long sleeve shirt. So I'm pretty layered up, but I'm actually just now starting to feel a hair bit chilly. Improvisational German industrial music. You mean with signal horns? Oh, signal horns. Oh, needs more train horn. Oh man, this is gonna be like a really thick soup, which I approve of. I approve of thick soups. Just bring it a hair bit out, get it a little bit off that heat. Still surprised we went into the dark mode though. I like that moon though. That's a nice moon. We got a nice moon tonight, guys. Granted, I'm pretty sure most of the people who have tuned in, it's like either close to night or we're gonna be seeing the same moon. When I was a kid, I would have clam chowder that it was at half saltiness. I mean, I still do that. Ooh. I've never been big on seafood, so that's a world foreign to me. You must get 2 urban chickens. You must get 2 urban chickens. Oh, but why just get 2 when you get to have 3 urban chickens? Also, if I were to get urban chickens, I'd need to get a chicken coop. Granted, one thing I would like to do, if I did, if I did finally bite the bullet and get urban chickens, I would like to Because you know how when you have like the little, when they're like little chicks. I love seafood. Seafood. I eat food. Yeah, I just don't like that ocean stuff, man. It don't check out. It's just always smelled terrible to me. Like, I've never liked fish. I have, and either like, just the smell of fish. I'm just like, nah, man. I don't even want to try this. And I don't care what the fish is. I don't care if it was ocean fish, river fish, lake fish. I don't. Granted, I'm also just like a notoriously picky eater. Don't be like Sugi. But yeah, if I did get the chickens, and I had like little chicklets that was more for me, you, sir, have as much as you want. Have as much as you want. I'm going to eat vegetables. I am going to eat so many vegetables. I am going to grow vegetables. Fried haddock or catfish? I am aware that the fried catfish is very popular with certain people. Can I have the eggs since you don't like them? Sure. I mean, I don't mind eggs and like fried rice or in a batter or like cooked into a thing. I just don't like eggs by themselves. So I eat very little eggs. Like, the idea of putting a fried egg on a sandwich, which I know some people here are probably all about the fried egg on a sandwich. Me, I don't think I could ever do a fried egg on a sandwich. But with the raising the chickens thing, I think it would be really fun to, when they're like in their little like chick stage, where you have them in like a small area, and you got like a heat lamp on them, and I'll probably have them on a nice fluffy bed of sawdust. I think it would be kind of funny to just do like a 24/7 webcam of them just doing, of those chickens just doing chicken stuff. Poached egg on ramen or English muffin with nice cadence. Ooh, the urban chickens might not be a good idea, not liking it. Poached egg is so underrated, though. From what I understand, like, the poached egg is very powerful. It's just, it's not power that works on me. I mean, some people are, like, really big into, like, chicken soup, whereas me, I don't really particularly enjoy the chicken. So instead, I enjoy pho, which I should make pho at some point. Granted, I will not make the broth. I would not make the broth. I would have to use pre-made broth, because making pho broth is like the better part of the day process. Because you're just watching broth you're just boiling beef bones for like hours. Apparently you can pickle eggs, and the Chinese will preserve them in lye. Ooh. I don't know about preserving food in lye. That seems admittedly, that sounds a little bit sketch, but I've definitely heard of pickled eggs. I was getting 5 eggs a day when I had a flock. Oh, wow. That's a lot of eggs. I was just thinking faux broth would be a mystery. Or you can make egg ground. Oh. I need to look. I'm looking that up, Haggle. Let's see. Egg. Basically like eggs. Oh! Garum! That's a Roman sauce name. Damn it. I took enough Latin in high school. Oh, you can make a batter out of it? Ooh. Noma Fermentation Lab. It uses koji to break down egg proteins and creates a savory liquid Okay, so yes, it's basically Roman fish sauce made with eggs. Are the lye eggs century eggs? Ah! Ah! You know what? That actually seems like it'll be alright. I don't know how I feel about... I don't know how I feel about fish sauce, but... That sounds firmly in try territory. I will definitely give that a try. Noma products, mushroom garum, cured egg yolk, mayonnaise. Huh. Interesting. Man, there's a world out there. Ooh, getting kind of a frothy one. But you don't like fish, so I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know. Like, if it's a sauce. Century eggs are an acquired taste. It's one of the few things I avoid if possible. Cured egg yolks are amazing. Oh, man. Here I am. Just trying to make some, like a very basic vegetarian lentil soup. And here you guys are expanding my culinary world. Like, seriously, thank you guys. Like, this is all kind of cool stuff to know about. How about a free-range Big Mac? Mr. Spock. I am an American, and I will partake of the beef. Therefore, I have decided to live out my days by not having a beef hamburger at any point in my life just because I want to be that one weird American. Granted, I'm already a VTuber, and I don't know, I suppose I already do enough weird things, like, well, I guess weird for American standards. I try to be more of a producer than a consumer. Oh yeah, no problem, I spent too much time asking AI about stuff. Yeah, the AI summaries can be alright at times. When I'm looking up a subject that I have a little bit more of a background, I tend to catch the AI being like, you're kind of contradicting yourself here, buddy. Granted, that's also a thing I deal with where, like, customers will be like, I was asking AI why my furnace isn't working, and it says it thinks it's the blower. And then I get in front of the furnace and I start taking looks at everything, and it's like, no, it's your inducer. Which is actually another fan. Well, not having a fire makes you weird everywhere, but yeah. Yes, international weird. Have you heard about yellow labeled angel yeast? You can make a rice wine with cold water and rice. Ooh. I have not heard of that. I could probably do some research. Granted, I would not be surprised if my local homebrew store didn't have it. Because my homebrew store has been amazing. Like, my homebrew store stocks Quebec yeast, which is a yeast I need to play around with at some point. It's a Norwegian yeast strain that's used in a lot of... I've typically seen it used in a lot of, like, IPAs. But for people who do, like, brewing and stuff, Quebec yeast can, like, finish fermentation in, like, 4 or 5 days. Well, it comes in, 500 gram packets for industrial use, so kind of a rare. Oh. Yeah, 500 gram yeast packs. Oh, yeah, that's half a kilo. I don't know, there might be a way. They might be able to order it for me if I asked for it. Let's see, how much longer do I want to let this, like, simmer for? I think like 10 more minutes. I think I got 10 more minutes on this. It's like a half-hour simmer, though. Let's see. What do we got? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, it can be 25 to 30 minutes. Oh, that's interesting. So, apparently I was supposed to let the simmer covered, which is supposed to ask that for heat retention purposes. So we're gonna actually cover that, and then if we're doing this simmer covered, I'm gonna want to back off the heat. There we go. Oh no. Sweet joys of getting your fire tongs stuck in your grill. Great. There we go. Back to the fire. Give it a nice little bit of a turn. Okay. You hang out there. Tea. Oh, that's exciting. And yeah, we're back. One of the downsides of doing this is I've kind of have my cables at close enough to the point where the full extension of them causes my stuff to drop out occasionally. Let's just grab those. Man, that fire looks great. I was deeply concerned earlier, but because because this thing was smoking, like really, really smoking. Just like billowing smoke at me, and I was just like, could you please stop doing that? Because when are you gonna add the kale though? So this needs to simmer for 25-30 minutes, which we're getting close. We're within 5 minutes of, and then the kale's gonna cook for about 5 minutes, and then the soup will be ready for serving. Which is funny because the recipe calls for when the kale is wilted, and we already look kind of wilted right now. But I'll probably cook it for at least 4 minutes, I guess. I don't know. Because I mean, we're pretty much we're the better part done. Because another reason why I did this recipe for today was I wanted to do something simple. It was really important to me that I did something simple. Because I was initially anticipating shivering. But yeah, we finally just dropped down to 29 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's cold, but it's like, nah, who cares? Like, 20s ain't too bad. Try blasting the fire with your flamethrower for a bit. It might get rid of the smoke quickly. Damn, that's cold. What? What? Just a little bit below freezing? No. That is not cold. This is not cold. But nah, I've actually got, like, I got enough coals. Also the fire pit itself has warmed up enough. Also, man, that feels nice. For cold, something like St. Keeps your hands warm. Ah. Well, I'm actually not worried about like, I am layered up enough sitting still out here for an hour and a half. Hour and a half plus. I'm a little bit cold. I'm just a little bit cold. And this smells amazing, by the way. I'm also getting a lot of negative 10C, and I hiked the town today. Nice. Yeah, because we're basically just at 0C. Ooh, wow. It's a little bit too much. Ah, it's a Russian shish kebab. Man, that sounds good. Let's see. You know what? We're actually at a really good point. We can just... I gotta say, that looks like some good soup. Don't know about you all, but that looks like some good soup. And we're gonna make this soup even better with kale. Introducing kale. Yay, greens. Did you know there's like a space salad? They use linear programming to determine what was easiest to grow for maximal nutritional value. Oh man. I would not be surprised. Granted, it would be really interesting to see what would turn up in the space salad. Oh man. That kale was actually a really nice splash of green. Okay, so... And lid's hot. Lid's hot, Sugi. Give it a bit of a turn. But yeah, space salad sounds like good stuff. I would... Granted, it also seems like a thing the Slab Man would make. Granted, I might also be willing to try that. Oh, wait. Growing a space salad on Earth. Granted, it would also depend. Sweet potato, barley, sunflower seeds, peanuts, soybeans, kale. Basically a vegan's wet dream. Microgreens. Ah. So let's see here. I've grown sunflowers. I have not grown peanuts. Peanuts are typically south of here as far as an agricultural crop. Because peanuts is definitely the Carolinas and Georgia. But soybeans are typically grown north of me, but I should be fine growing soybeans here. And then kale. Yeah, kale's easy to grow. Barley shouldn't be too much of an issue. Granted, it would also be funny to grow barley. Just to have barley for brewing purposes. Granted, I also wouldn't mind growing my own rye. Soybeans are kind of space intensive. Good on protein though. Well, Dad's old shop. I have a whole quarter acre of land to play with, so, well, kind of. I've already planted a ton of blackberries out on my land, and I've got... Because I think blackberries are my, most space-intensive crop right now. Granted, I really need to do a good job growing, pumpkins next year. I didn't do really good with pumpkins this year. My pumpkin search really didn't take off. But I would like to get some good pumpkins this year. There's a lot of stuff I need to do, but honestly, I really need to make sure I get tomatoes going. Because I got humiliated last year on tomatoes. Like, deeply embarrassed, humiliated. I need to do better. I know I'm better. You can ferment pumpkins with that yellow label angel yeast too? Basically any starch? Wow. I've actually had a couple pumpkin beers that have been alright. I haven't figured out what to do with this year besides peas and corn. Ah. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ugh. But yeah, I'm definitely doing peas this year. I always do peas. I love peas. Peas are like my favorite legume. So, very much a cornerstone of my crop rotation efforts. Corn is something I like, but I don't like it a lot. And canned corn is just easy to work with if I need a sweet corn, and then, granted, it would be fun to grow my own popcorn, but unfortunately, I dearly love peppers and tomatoes. So those are my usual, like, space-hungry crops. Also, a fair amount gets dedicated to cabbage and broccoli early in the growing season. Granted, I'm thinking at some point, so I've got my, do you do spicy peppers? Yes. I don't handle super spice. I don't handle, like, really spicy peppers, really, with any level of skill, but I do like Anaheim peppers, and I also like a pepper variety called Georgia Flame. Kale, stupid, easy to grow, literally a weed. Yeah, like that's also the reason why I primarily will grow kale, just because it's so easy. I tried growing spinach, it sucked. Well, I just got real poor results with it. But kale, I can just grow kale. Fresh corn built different. I tried to match it up with my in summer party so I can have guests choose their own cobs. That's a nice thing to do. That's just really nice to just be able to, like, actually go into the garden and pick your own food. I think that's a really nice thing, regardless if you're doing it for people or for yourself. And that's a big reason why I'm very big on growing lettuce, because I like salads. Salads are good, and they're well, good tasting and also good for me. So I like doing salads, and also growing lettuce just keeps the lettuce around. Like, lettuce growing in the dirt doesn't readily expire because it's alive and it's like taking care of itself. Versus, like, if I grab it like a bin of greens at the grocery store, well, that stuff's gonna go bad in like a week. And I do like buying like the big things of like lettuce, like a whole pound. So that's a big reason why I'm big on like growing lettuce. And then tomatoes have historically been easy. Last year was the exception. And then fresh peppers are like a whole other level. Like, fresh peppers are amazing. They cannot compare to store. And yeet. Don't like lettuce that doesn't taste like water, though. What about cabbage? You can make sauerkraut. I've actually got I've got 8 cabbage starts going right now. So I will be growing cabbage. I typically just have like cabbage for like other stuff. Homegrown herbs also taste way better. Thyme, oregano. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I tried growing thyme and it worked out. Like, thyme last year did okay. It just didn't grow a whole lot. So, I don't know. I might start I'm thinking about 2 things. I'm thinking, 1, I'm going to start more thyme plants. And then 2, the second part of my strategy is going to be, I actually want to have a dedicated herb bed area. And the main form that's going to take is, I want to do a herb bed build at some point next month. Either next month or early March. I'll make an herb bed out of cedar because I can get cedar for cheap in my neck of the woods. Okay, we're getting really close to serving time. So I'm gonna get up and grab my beer. We're gonna see if this beer is actually cold. Time is a perennial. Gotta keep it going for max results. Well, I feel like that. You can ferment garlic shoots too. Oh man. See, this is what I like about this community. Is we're all focused on food and alcohol. It's good stuff. Ugh. So, let's pour ourselves a snow cold one. Could I be a bit more aggressive? Yeah, I can be a bit more aggressive. Yeah, it's not too much. Yeah, that's a good little bit ahead, though. There we go. Oh, look at that. Nice technique. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, just a little bit ahead. Oh. Man, that's good winter beer. Like, nice and malty. I can see the freshness in the bubbles. I don't know how. Well, you've just spent enough time in the world of beer. The wonderful, wonderful world of beer. Ooh. Wowzers, the heat is plentiful. Okay, where's this one to go? It wants to go this way. So, crack you open. Woo! Got that beer. Oh man, that smells. That smells really, really, really good. Oh, I want to take it off the fire, but I think I'll just. Ooh. Just straight grabbing knives, buddy. Being a little frisky, aren't we? Don't be like that. Don't be like that one supervisor, Sergey. I had a supervisor at a past job who brought a knife to work to cut cake. And he needed to grab something out of his bag that he also just had his cake knife just laying around in. And he was sticking his hand in the bag and he was going like, ouch, ouch, ouch. And it's like, and then it took him a little while to realize, I should probably just stop stabbing myself with my own knife in my own bag. Love that guy, by the way. He's a great guy. Like, so great, him leaving the company was one of the reasons that motivated me to leave said company. So, I'm gonna just have my food chilling out down here. Definitely on drugs. Oh no. No, don't. No, he was not on drugs. He was from Ohio. Drugs nearly fix Ohio. Look, Dazzle Chop, I'm from Kentucky. I border the state of Ohio. It is the sworn civil duty of anyone from any state that borders Ohio to make fun of Ohio. It is our job. It is an actual job that we have to do. Okay, so I'm going to hit this with some red pepper flakes. I border a two-sworn enemy. See, we gotta make sure Ohio stays in its place. You can't have those Ohioans rising up and exporting their Ohio-ness. They can't let the Ohio escape. Ohio's not ever allowed to escape. Now, granted, I actually technically have some garden fresh parsley. Bowl's cold. Damn it. Why is this glass bowl the coldest thing I've touched tonight? I swear that felt even colder than my beer. How dare you be colder than my beer? I don't appreciate that. Beer's supposed to be the coldest thing. Well, actually, no. My heart's supposed to be colder, but... So, yeah. Just do... Yeah. Because I'll probably do... I'm thinking I'll do 2 bowls. And... Big reach! I've never been through Ohio without some wild nonsense happening. The whole place is just a portal to the upside down. Yes. Yes. And it's cheese time. Glorious cheese time. So, hit this with a nice little helping of cheese. And there it is. Actually, wait a second. Let's get you guys. Oh gosh, that's blinding. Can I get a lower level light? Maybe. Oh no, it's blinding. Okay, you're not the light source I need. You're the light source I need. But yeah, there it is. You read the ingredients, it says cellulose sawdust. Well, yeah, probably. But yeah, there it is. The lentil soup. Looks really good. I think it looks good. Looks like some good stuff. Looks like stuff I would eat. Oh, it's so warm too. Oh man. And Parmesan cheese on warm soup with cold beer. Man, this is great. This is great. Okay. So, I'm gonna try a carrot first. Okay. Could have cooked the carrot a little bit more. But still good. Still really good. It's just not like melt in your mouth soft. It just has a nice like little bit of texture to it. Granted, up next is onion. Yes. Oh man, that onion's heavenly. Especially with like some of the nice like a nice little bit of the kick of the red pepper flakes. Oh. It is both warm in temperature and in flavor. And next up is celery. Oh wow. Yeah, celery soft. That's good. Isn't Gen Z calling soup like water fried or something? What? What are those? What are those terrible people doing? So, next up is some of the broth. Wow. Wow. That's a good broth. That's actually really good broth for no like meat or anything with like a real deep umami. Like that is a really, really good broth. And I demand more fire. I like fire. Those crazy kids, I hope they're doing okay. Damn youngsters. Don't understand the glory of soup. Like, soup is good stuff. Like, don't mock soup. Damn, that's good kale. Want to get an ultrasonic cleaner for everything but cleaning. All for cleaning your home brewing equipment? I can see that, yep. Granted, I don't even know what an ultrasonic cleaner is. I gotta look that up now. Ultrasonic whoa. Oh, you can get these at Lowe's. You can speed age wood using it. Neat. What a neat. And you can even get them from Harbor Freight. They're good. I use them for removing paint from miniatures. Huh. That's good to know. Man, good beer, good soup, good fire, good company. Hell yeah, Hardware Freight. Hey, I love my 6-piece set of wood chisels from Harbor Freight. Like, they definitely needed some touching up on my whetstones, but for $10 of chiseled shaped objects, they are good chisels. And plenty of chisel for where I'm at in my woodworking journey. So, especially considering to get like a nice version of that set, I'd probably have to spend like $100. Whereas I can spend $10 and then buy good materials, which is gonna be a thing I want to do looking out into this year. Is I wanna work with some nicer materials, because right now I make the most amount of money I've ever made in my life, and expenses are low. In my world. Shucks, I actually just got the letter from the bank telling me about how much I spent on mortgage interest last year. So, but I'll still be paying a mortgage for a little while later. In general, I find that higher quality tools matter more the smaller your projects are. For like how fine of a work you do. I've generally found that higher quality tools are like generally nicer to use. Like, I love being on the Makita battery platform. My little battery circular saw, which is actually a factory reconditioned circular saw, that little guy has been just such a champ to me. Been such an absolute champ. And like, especially if I just need to make like a couple of crosscuts, that thing is great. It's light. It's like I just grab it and start using it, and I love it for that. Now one of these days I really need to rework my miter saw station. Yeah, like run out from a drill may not matter on a 1-inch hole, but a 1/8 hole on an under 1-inch piece that matters, yeah. Yep. And like, my miter saw station works, but it's not really a pleasure to use. So I really want to spend some time working on it and get it to the point where it's nicer to use. And I think one of the biggest things I need to do is upgrade the casters on it, because I have really cheap casters. Well, I have 4 small 2-inch casters. It works. I can move it around my shop, but it's hard to do so. Even though that miter saw was probably one of my nicer tool upgrades from last year. Because the Makita circular saw was one of my tool upgrades from last year. But the miter saw is... that skill double compound 12-inch miter saw is amazing for $250 a miter saw. I like those locking casters you can... Oh, the locking ones that you can raise up. So your tables can lie directly with the floor. Ah! There, yeah. Ooh, I might have to try those out. Because right now I just have like standard locking casters on... Let's see. I think this guy right here that holds my streaming equipment has locking casters. My main workbench, the table saw stand, and oh yeah, the flip stand that has locking casters, but it's not the casters that rise up. So I'm gonna have to look at those. Yeah, because I think I have one more set of 4 of the nice casters I've been using, and those are going to be for what's going to be the eventual forever home of the drill press. Right now the drill press lives on the flip cart tool stand, but it's not going to live there forever. Because that drill press is 90 pounds, and it's too much drill press for a flip. I'm paranoid and don't like things on wheels for working furniture. The casters are on the side, so I tip the furniture onto the caster to move it. Ah. See, I have 300 square foot. Yeah. Well, it just lives on that because that's the most recent thing I've built that I can set it on. Gosh, this soup is good. That's good. That's. I'm surprised at how rich that is. The fire roasted tomatoes really came through on the umami of that, but right now I would also like to try sprinkling some dashi powdered stock into this. I could see that being another way to up the umami of that. But yeah. Because I have Steve Ramsey's Weekend Woodworker. I have bought his shop. That's fish. Yeah, but it's stock. I'm okay with it as stock. Actually, wait, I used it in something. Did I use it last time I made gyudon? I might have used it the last time I made a gyudon sauce. But yes, Status Old Shop. Yes, I am aware it is a fishy ingredient. But I am okay with dashi stock. And wait, was there a recipe? Because probably it's usually used in gyudon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I used it last. Because I made gyudon after the sukiyaki stream. Because I used half of my shredded beef for the sukiyaki, and then the latter half I made in the gyudon. And I ate all that gyudon in one sitting, because I basically had like 2 big old bowls like this of gyudon, and Holy smokes, I was a very full VTuber. I was so full of food. I was just like, oh no. I don't know if I can resist the food coma. Gosh, I love how soft that celery is. Granted, for being a lentil soup, I got lentils here and there. Granted, when you get hits of those red pepper flakes, like, that's the type of heat kick I like in a meal. Those red pepper flakes really turned out really well in this. Ooh, what are you? Are you? You look like a big chunk of tomato. A big hunk of juicy red tomato. Oh man. That's so good. Oh man. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. Now this, I kind of like the heat that hits your nasal cavity. Oh man. See, me personally, I'm not a big fan of that, simply because of how much it will make my nose run afterwards. Like, my nose will just run after I get a big kick of that. And I don't like dealing with a super runny nose, which, also speaking of dad things, sometimes my dad will, because this is definitely a family thing where something like that hits our nose, like, if we're not careful, we'll literally just have, like, a small line of, like, snot coming out of our noses very quickly. And then it's like, we gotta just, like, be like, where's the tissue? Where's the tissue? We gotta find the tissue before people find the slightly disgusting thing that's happening right now. Well, before people notice the slightly disgusting thing that's happening right now. Okay, I want to have some carrot. Yeah. How much on cheese? You're my friend. Vegetables, you're my friend. Everything about this, you're my friend. So yeah. So, overall, really good food. Really good food. I am exceptionally happy with the food I got today. Like, this is Happy Sugi. Had a little bit of an issue getting the fire pit going. Was a little bit tight on time getting started. But I managed to get all... I did not forget any implements, so that's a fairly big win for me, I feel like, because usually I forget one thing. Usually I forget, like, one of my, like, cooking implements that I need for the stream. Granted, I almost forgot this guy. And it's like, damn it, I gotta have the fire poker. I gotta poke my thing. Speaking of which, poke. And I pull this into here. Take that. I like poking fires. Which coincidentally is also another family-related thing. My family likes poking fires. And we did a slight experiment with the audio, so... Which it seems like that was okay-ishly done, so... like I mentioned earlier, I actually need to come out here and actually do some serious experimenting, but it is definitely far, far too cold for this. So, also I would like to mention that I've had my garage door cracked open the entire time of the stream because I need to keep it cracked open to keep my streaming cables from getting pinched. So, that is all to say. I would like to say thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in today. Today was a really good stream. I'm really happy with how well this soup has turned out. I don't think I've linked the recipe down below, but I'll try to get that done soon, because I still have plenty of time before bed, so that should happen within like the next like hour or two. So if you want the recipe, I'll have it linked. And with all that, I would like to say my name is Sugi Yamagawa. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, evening, wherever it is, wherever you're at. And I hope you stay warm and safe out there. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.